Jaguar Jones asked me the best question ever. He wants me to discuss the political, social, and logistical ramifications that would ensue if people had tails. For example, what would be the protocol for touching each other's tails? Would it be confined to lovers only, or could a business deal be sealed on a tail twist? Would we cover our tails? If so, what types of fashion would we have for our tails? What part would tails play in sexuality? Could a football player grab the tail to effect a tackle? What part would tails play in sexuality? I'm going to have to reference a show I used to watch called Dinosaurs. If anybody remembers the show with the Sinclair family and they're all dinosaurs. In one particular episode, the teenage daughter finally grows her tail, and it's a sign that she's going through puberty. So that's about the role they'd play in sexuality. It'd be like the equivalent of a girl growing her boobs. Would it be confined to lovers only, or could a business deal be sealed on a tail twist? I won't say it's lovers only, but it'd be kind of like grabbing someone's ass. You don't really seal a business deal in that manner. And that goes for what would the protocol be for touching each other's tails. It's like grabbing someone's ass. Would we cover our tails, and if so, what types of fashion would we have for our tails? I can't really see there being a need for tail socks, though I can see people getting their tails pierced. I don't know why, if people get their genitals pierced, I could see someone piercing their tail. And could a football player grab the tail to effect a tackle? No, that would be considered holding. Forced Identity 00 went nuts with the questions. Let's see. How do I get 100 subs? I have no fucking idea. If I let you pick the tattoo that you'll tattoo on me, what would it be? A unicorn firing sparkles of happiness? No, actually. I'm gonna base this off two things I've observed in your videos. One, you have a Star Wars wall cling. And two, you made a video featuring We Are 138 by the Misfits. So, I would have to tattoo Yoda hanging out with Ratfink. I don't know, maybe hitting a bong, I don't know. But they would be hanging out in some manner. You like red tattoos, how do you feel about scarification? I've got nothing against scarification. I have a few of those, actually. But they don't keloid on me, so it didn't really turn out well. You can't really see them. I think of scarification the same way I think of tattooing. It's great. It's a great way of decorating your body, but it needs to be done by someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. My scarifications came from me sitting behind the stage when I was in drama and carving into my arm or whatever part I was trying to leave a tattoo in with a safety pin. And a couple of them got infected. So again, it has to be done by someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. What brand of cigarettes do I smoke? I smoke Camels. Menthols, because they're fucking delicious and they taste like candy. Have I ever rollerbladed? If so, how gay did I feel on them? Yes, I have rollerbladed back in like 4th grade. It was like this huge craze. And I felt pretty fucking gay, because if you get me on wheels, I've got all the grace of movement of a water buffalo. So, yeah, I felt pretty stupid. How do you feel about people calling Pennsylvania Pennsyltucky? I have never heard that, but I love it, and I may have to work that into everyday conversation at some point. If you could be a Star Wars character, which one would you be? I don't know. I'd want to be a Twi'lek, because they're really cool. They're blue, and they've got those big things. Fuck. But if it was a character, probably Jar Jar Binks. That way I could annoy the shit out of everyone. How do I defeat Dracula at the end of Castlevania? That depends if you're talking about the new versions or NES. JC Rebel 18 said this: with all due respect, are you into alternative type stuff, i.e. goth, punk? Yes. When I was younger, I was very much a goth kid. Black lipstick, black hair, black nails, 5 million Marilyn Manson t-shirts. I'm not very much into that anymore. Punk, definitely. I was really big into that for a long time. I had mohawk, whole 9 yards. I grew out of the political associations with it. As a music style, I love it, but as I got older, I kind of grew out of the anarchy thing. It doesn't make much sense because people are assholes, and we'd fuck each other up in a heartbeat. Is my favorite new atheist Christopher Hitchens? I do not have a favorite atheist. I do not care who else is an atheist. I have not read Dawkins or Hitchens or any of that. So, no, he's not my favorite. I don't have one. Atheism was a personal choice. I don't really feel I can be more atheist-y by reading someone else's opinions on it. Do I like jazz? Yes, jazz and blues anywhere from the 1920s to the 1940s. I have a fuck ton of it on my iPod, so yes. Alright, the Demon Witch asked, do I do much stained glass work, and will I ever use the picture behind me as a template to actually make a stained glass window? I do not do very much stained glass work at all. I like the style of it, and I'll do paintings in that style, which is what that is. And if I ever do get into it, that one is definitely going to be made into a window. As it stands, though, that's actually a tattoo design. I have it drawn up to go on my arm. Alright, my last question is from AKA Squared. And he asks, if your personal decision could decide which religion or philosophy would be or become true, which would it be and why? Probably Hinduism. Because, and I looked this up for anyone that feels like correcting me, Hinduism is the one that has reincarnation. And the idea that my loved ones are off somewhere being reborn, or things like that, is incredibly comforting. It's a beautiful thought. And apart from that, reincarnation to me seems like pretty fair justice. You're not sent to hell for eternity for venial sins. You're not sent to a horrible place for believing in a religion. It's just the way it is. You don't have to believe in it or not. It's just something that would happen. That to me seems like pretty fair justice. And it's not based on preset laws. It's based on general dickiness. If you're a dick, there's repercussions. So that's why it would be Hinduism.